Hello, my dears. Hope you have enjoyed my PPT in the last class. Isn't it? I said, no, we are going to learn a very interesting lesson about our body parts and sense organs. Isn't it right, children? And I showed you what are the internal organs, external organs, and what are the sense organs. Yes, shall we repeat once again, children? What are the internal organs? Internal. In means what? Inside organs. The organs which are located inside the body. What are those? Come on, think. Give me the examples. Think right from the top, head. What is there inside the head? Brain. Yes. Coming to the down near to the chest. What is there inside the chest? Heart, lungs, liver, and coming to the down, large intestine, small intestine, stomach, kidneys. Isn't it? We have learned about the internal organs. What are the external organs? External organs are head, eyes, nose, ears, mouth, tongue, hands, shoulders. This all I showed you, isn't it? So which we can see fingers, everything, legs, stomach. Okay, these all are the external organs which we can see outside. Okay, and also I have said no, what are the sense organs? There are five sense organs. What are those? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. Eyes, ears, tongue, nose, and skin. Okay, now coming to our lesson 5 of body parts, sense organs, isn't it? What is the name of the lesson, children? Our body parts, sense organs. Here, 5.1, let's study about a body, our body and parts. Navya is good at drawing pictures. She has drawn a picture of her friend Naveen. After observing the picture, her friend said that she missed some of the parts. Observe the picture and draw the parts which Navya missed. Yes, children, see Navya drew a picture here, isn't it? She drew a picture of whose? Naveen's. But she did not draw some of the parts on the here picture. So, come on, can you name the parts which are missing? Name the parts of the body you have drawn and write their functions. So parts of the body and function. What are missing here first? Eyes. If you see a face, what is the most important organ on our body? Eyes. So write here eyes. See my cursor children on the screen? Eyes. Draw the eyes and write here eyes. With the help of the eyes, what we will do? We see. What is the function of eyes? We see. Now coming to the down, nose, isn't it? With the help of the nose, right here, nose, and right with the help of the nose, what we'll do? Smell, breathe, isn't it? And now coming down, what is missing here? Mouth. Inside the mouth, what is there? Okay, you can write mouth also, and to eat also you can write. And what is there inside the mouth? Tongue. Tongue is a, you can write tongue and the taste. And what are missing here? Ears. Ears to hear. Okay, so after drawing, how the picture will seen? Oh, it is a human body. Then it looks like a navel. Now, here the organs which are visible from outside the body are called the external organs. So that's what I said no last class. So the organs which we can visible means see. What is the meaning of visible which we can see? The organ which are visible from outside the body are called the external organs. We perform many activities with the help of these organs at home and at school, such as playing, writing, reading, and also certain works at home. See, children, God has given all the body parts. See, from top to the bottom, every part we will use in the whole day. Come on, with the hands, what you'll do? Say the what you'll do with the hands? Yes, we will eat, we will write, we pick, we hold. Okay, we carry everything we do with the hands. And what about the legs? God has given two legs. We will play, we'll run, we walk. Okay, with the help of the legs, we sit, we stand, isn't it? These are the important organs of the body. And come on, what is the help of this neck? We move our head here and there, isn't it? With the help of the so every body part is having its own importance, children. See fingers without, see only if you are having the hand. If there are no fingers, can you hold anything? No. See, if you are having up to the here waist and you don't have this part, so can you eat, right? No. Can you hold? No. So the fingers are helping, isn't it? If there is only fingers and no arm, isn't it? So every part of the body is very, very, very important with these body parts, with these organs. Okay, we will do lot of things like playing, writing, reading, and also certain works at home. Now, we make use of more than one organ to perform various activities. For this, we need coordination between the organs. Rani draws good pictures. What are the different organs helpful in drawing? Come on, think. See, children, at a time we use number of organs here. What are the number of organs we will use here? Example. So, what is the example here? I want to show here why we are using the multiple organs. Suppose you are drawing. Example, take a pencil. With what you are taking the pencil? You are taking the pencil with your fingers, right? So the fingers are. At the same time, what your eyes are helping to draw, isn't it? Your fingers are holding the pencil and your eyes are helping to see and draw. And your brain is training you to see this, to write this, isn't it? So at a time, 3 to 4 body parts are helping you to do the work. Okay, yes or no? So the various coordination of the organs, it is used to do the work. Now, here, it is due to the coordination between the different organs, seeing with the eyes, holding the pencil with the fingers, and moving hand for drawing the picture are possible. Similarly, we do many works daily. Which organ in our body help us to do those works and things? See, children, suppose teacher is teaching. Example, I'm telling you, teacher is teaching. So, what you are having, you only the textbook. So, you are listening. What you are doing when the teacher is teaching, what you are doing, you are listening. Okay, with what you're listening with your ears. And what at the same time, what you're doing, you're pointing your finger on the textbook. Okay, here with your eyes, you are seeing, looking at the teacher. With the ears, you are hearing to the teacher. And with the help of your fingers, you are looking at the textbook. And also, at the same time, the fingers help us to turn the pages also. See, similarly, how many organs are doing the same work at the same time? Isn't it? Many organs, multiple organs are helping you to do the many works. Now, coming to the second page, here, write the names of the organs that help in performing different activities. You can write, children. You think, okay, you can think and write, take a pencil, okay, and write what the activity you are doing. Suppose, example, you are right, do playing football. Okay, at the same time, what you are using, which organs are helping you to play football? Come on, right here. So your total body is helping. Only the legs are helping. Only the hands are helping. Only the eyes are helping. What organs are involved here? You can write like that. Only whatever the activity. Suppose you're doing the homework, and suppose you're doing maths homework. So teacher has given you. So what your brain is included here. Your eyes are included here. Hands are included. So think and write. Now here, let's talk about the sense organs. What are the sense organs? I already said. Come on, look at the picture, children. What are the first point here where I'm triggering the aroma? Come on, see. What are these? Eyes. Yes, very good. How many eyes we have? Two eyes, isn't it? And how next point? Ear. So how many ears we have? Two ears. And how many nose we have? Only one nose. And tongue? Only one. And rest whole body is covered with the skin. Okay, children, whole body is covered with the skin. So what are the sense organs? There are five sense organs. What are those? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin. Eyes help us to see, ears help us to listen, nose help us to smell and breathe. Okay, tongue help us to taste and also to speak. Okay, children, to taste and also to speak. I said no, hold your tongue. Come on, hold your tongue. Can you speak? No. Now we I also said about the skin. What about the skin? It senses the all the things. Whatever the You want to sense, you can sense it, isn't it? And see, tongue also says no. I said I showed you on the tongue how which taste we get: sour, bitter, sweet, isn't it? And hot, spicy, everything where you'll get is all I also showed. Now here, let's sing a song for here, which is located in this box. Okay. Eyes know the color of the flowers. See, children, if you close the eyes, can you see anything? No, you can't see the flowers, their colors. You can't see anything. Eyes knows the color of the flowers. Ears know the melody of the cuckoos. Nose knows the fragrance of the jasmines. Tongue knows the state of the mango, taste of the mangoes. Skin feels the warmth and the cold of our body. Okay. Eyes knows the color of the flowers. Ears knows the melody of the cuckoos. Nose knows the fragrance of the jasmines. Tongue knows the taste of the mangoes. Skin feels the warmth and the cold of our body. So in this way also you can sing. So in this song way, what you're telling, with the help of the eyes, you can see the colors of the flowers and you can enjoy the nature beauty. With the ears, you can hear the melody, sounds of the cuckoos, bird chirping, sounds of the animals, air, everything, water, everything. Okay. Nose knows the fragrance of the jasmines. Yes, jasmines, what you smell. Fragrance of the jasmine will be so, what we can say, uh, mind we will feel so happy. See, children, many of the people use perfumes, isn't it? For what? For the fragrance, good fragrance, isn't it? That which, with the help of what you'll smell with the nose. Tongue knows the taste of the mangoes, abba, juicy mangoes. Who don't like the juicy mangoes? Everyone likes the juicy mangoes. Okay, and skin feels warmth and the cold of our body. Yes, we can feel the cool and the warmth. Not only that, everything we can feel. Now, what the Sabbath song tells us? Ears, eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin help us to know about our surroundings. So, what they are telling children? Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin help us to know about our surroundings. They also help us to sense feelings. So, hence, they are called sense organs. You can underline this, children. Eyes, ears, nose, tongue, and skin help us to know about our surroundings. We can feel our surroundings. Just imagine, children, if you don't have eyes, can you see anything? Just you blindfold with a chunni or a napkin or any kerchief, handkerchief for 10 to 15 minutes. Can you sense anything? No, you can't. You can't sense your surroundings, isn't it? Just you close your ears. Can you hear anything? No. Test just close for your nose. So how much if you know, if you want to know the importance of the sense organs, children, just try to practically, so that you'll be knowing what are the importance of the sense organs. Children, you are all like riddles very much, don't you? Riddles, yes. And now let us solve this riddle. There are two which lay side by side but never see each other. What are they? It's so easy. Come on, once again, I'm going to tell you. There are two which lay side by side but never see each other. What are they? Yes, so easy. The answer is eyes, isn't it, children? So they lay side by side. But this eye cannot see this eye cannot see the another eye, isn't it? So what is that? These are the eyes. So eyes help us to see, ears help us to hear, nose help us to breathe and smell, tongue help us to taste and speak also, children. Skin help us to feel the touch. Suppose you touch a stone, how do you feel? Very rough. So suppose you touch a velvet cloth, very soft. If you touch a fur, very soft, isn't it? So you can sense with the help of the skin. If you touch the cold ice, how you'll feel? Abba, very cool. If you touch a hot coffee, if you put a finger in a hot coffee, how do you feel? Abba, very hot, isn't it? So you can feel all these things with the help of the skin. Okay. Now, let us learn more detail about the eyes. Isn't it, children, so how beautiful eye it is? First, before going to learn about the eyes, here Let me teach. What is this? Eyebrow. And what are these? Eyelashes. What are these? Eyelashes, the hair on your eyelid. This is the eyelid, children. Eyelid on the hair, that is called the eyelashes. Okay, this white color, what it is set? What is it? Come on, tell me, what is it? Last class only I said. And come on, this black color, what is it? And inside the brown color I boiled, there is a one more small ball. What is it? Come on, guess. I taught you in the last class. Okay, you can see and you have to write the names there. Okay, now let me go to this. Can you reach school with closed eyes? Imagine. Can you do your work without seeing? Why can't you do? Yes, children. See, I'm asking, suppose if you want to if you want to go to the school, close your eyes and can you go to the school? No. Imagine, can you do your homework closing your eyes? No. Why can't you do? Because eyes are helping us to do. Now, so such a eyes, how we have to take care of them, children? We have to take care of them very cautiously. Yes. Now you have understood the importance of eyes, isn't it? You have understood the importance of eyes. So here, do this. For doing this, if you want to know the importance, what you have to do? Close your eyes and draw a flower in your notebook. Close your eyes, draw a flower in your notebook, and open your eyes and draw the flower again. Now you can see which one did you draw better. Can you do your homework without seeing? No. So you can know the importance of the eyes here. Now, now you have understood the importance of eyes. What is meant by Sarvendriyanam Nayanam Pradhanam? Why do we say this? What I'm telling you, children, now you have understood the importance of eyes. What is meant by Sarvendriyanam Nayanam Pradhanam? Why do we say? See that from olden days they are saying that Sarvendriyanam means every body part which is more important. Nayanam means eyes. Sarvendriyana means about all the organs. Nayanam means eyes. Pradhana means important. So Sarvendriyanam Nayanam Pradhanam, old people used to say that whole body parts which is important means eyes. Why do we say this? Yes. How can blind people do their work? How do you feel about them? How can we help the blind people? Imagine about the blind people. You have seen many blind people, no? How pity on them, children. How do they suffer without the eyes? Isn't it? In Navya school, an eye camp was conducted, all called Chinnari Chupu. In this program, they organized eye checkup and distributed spectacles to the needy children. They also explained the precautions to be taken to protect our eyes. Yes, in Navya school children, there was a little eye camp. See, even in the schools, our schools also, we are conducted, no children. Many times every year, doctors are coming and they're checking their health and they are seeing your eyes. Okay, and here from the government, one camp has come that is called Chinnari Chupu. So in this program, they organized eye checkup and distributed those are having an eye problem. No, they have distributed the spectacles to the needy children. And recently, last year also, our Telangana government also gave the spectacles to most of the people, isn't it? For every white ration card people, they got the eye checkup and they also got the spectacles. Okay. And they also explained the precautions to be taken to protect our eyes. So we are only telling Sarvendriyanam Nainam Pradhanam means how to protect our eyes. Such an important eyes, how we have to protect. Yes, children, we have to protect. Yes, there is no option because if you want to see the beautiful world, okay, if you want to see the excited things, your eye should be perfect. See, nowadays now for every small child, spectacles. Why? Because the food quality what they're eating is very poor. Last class we have discussed about the junk food. If there is no nutritious food, how you'll get a good eyesight, isn't it? So don't worry. There are some precautions. How to take the precautions? Okay, these all we can. If you practice this, no, there will be no use of the spectacles. And there will be a small eye exercise I used to teach the children in the live class children. But no, doesn't matter. I'll teach now also after completing this topic. Okay. Now here we are able to enjoy nature's beauty just because of eyes. Do you know the precautions to be taken to protect our eyes? Yes. This is very, very important, children. Every child should know what are the precautions to be taken to protect our eyes. And children, the doctor who treats the disorders and the eye disabilities and the diseases of the eyes, what is known as? Do you know, children? We'll say eye doctor. Simply, we'll say the eye doctor. No, there is a special, specific name for the doctor. All are doctors only. But for every organ, there will be specialization doctors. Isn't it? So, in this, we are going to learn about the doctor who treats our eyes. Okay, we can say eye specialist, nothing wrong in that. But here we can call him as ophthalmologist. What we'll call him as, children? Ophthalmologist. Please look at this pink color sentence, children. The doctor who treats the disorders and the diseases of the eyes is known as ophthalmologist or eye specialist. What we'll call as ophthalmologist. What we'll call as ophthalmologist. Now, what are the precautions we have to take here? Precautions to be taken to protect our eyes. Yes, every child should follow these children. How what precautions should be taken to protect our eyes? First point, always read in sufficient light, neither very brighten nor dim. So where we have to read in a sufficient light. In dim light we should not read, or in the bright light we should not read. See that while reading, the distance between the book and your eyes is about 30 centimeters. Okay, measure the distance 30 centimeters with a scale. See, whenever you're children, you are a school children, isn't it? You are reading, okay, you are students. So every time you are with the books, you should read. So how much it should be for the book to your eyes? How much distance you have to maintain? 30 centimeters. Take a scale, measure from your book to your eyes. If it is 30, measure and keep every day, follow the same thing. Whenever you are holding a book, from your eye contact to the book, there should be a 30 centimeters. Okay, I hope you'll follow it. Immediately take a scale, children, measure it and see it, and maintain the 30 centimeters distance. Good. Now, not read. Second point, do not read while traveling in a bus or train and other vehicles. One more thing, children, you should not read while traveling in a bus or a train or other vehicles. Why we are saying this? Because see, the bus will be moving. Okay, the train also will be moving. When it is moving, the eyesight will be, suppose your book or else whatever, it will be shaking, isn't it? When it is shaking, your eyes and the body also will be shaking. See, when you this, it will get more strain on your eyes. So it is better in the journeys, it is better to sleep instead of reading. Okay, most of the people, they like to read the books while traveling, but it is not a good habit. Okay, now coming to the third point, we must wash our eyes daily with cold water. Very, very good point, children. I'll write it. See, you are saying you are taking bath now. Yes, morning and evening. Every child is taking the bath, morning and evening, and you are cleaning only the upper parts of your body. That means external body parts only you are cleaning twice or thrice with the soap, isn't it? Or using the Dettol. You are taking the Dettol, and twice and thrice only you are washing and cleaning your body, isn't it? But here, what about your eyes? Internal parts. Internal parts. What you're doing with the internal parts? Yes, take a mug of water. Put your eyes in that. Just blink your eyes one after the other. So your eyes will be cleaned. Yes or no? And to clean your inner parts. To clean your inner parts, what you have to do? You have to drink plenty of water. Some children are not having the habit of drinking the water. See, children, drink. You should have developed the habit of drinking more and more water. If you drink more and more water, your inner organs will be cleaned. Okay, that means you're giving bath to your inner parts. Not only cleaning outer parts is important, at the same time, cleaning your inner parts also very important. So eyes are the up only are cleaning. Then what about the inner parts? Yeah, how it will be cleaned? That means you have to drink more water. Okay. Now coming to the fourth point. Always watch the television with sufficient light in the room. We must not watch TV for too long and from very near. Care must be taken. The distance between the television and the eye must be not less than 2.5 meters. Yes, very good, children. This is also very important. Nowadays, children are strict with the telephones. Sorry, with the strict with the mobile phones and the TVs always. So when you are watching the TV, the distance should be how much? 2.5 meters. That means 2.5 meters. Okay, whatever you are watching, because the radiations of that television or from the mobile will spoil your eyesight. Okay, children, and the television you should watch in the sufficient light in the room, not in the dark, isn't it? So it will affect your eyes. Come on. Next, coming to the fifth point. If you are not able to see the letters on the blackboard, you must inform your teachers. Yes, some children will be saying they'll be writing the mistakes in the notes, children. Okay, so what you have to do whenever you are unable to see the letters on the board, immediately inform the teacher, class teacher or the subject teacher, whoever it is. Inform. Suppose now you are not able, now you are at home, isn't it? Now, if you are not able to see the letters properly, immediately you have to inform your parents. Okay, so that is very important. Do not rub your eyes. Some children I'll see, the sixth point, children do not rub, they will continuously rub their eyes immediately as they are very delicate. Just you touch your eye, children, how soft and smoothly. Just you put your finger on your eye, immediately the water will come out. So see, think how sensitive they are, isn't it? So such a sensitive eyes, how much careful you have to be. So what you have to do, do not rub your eyes. See, you'll play here and there, you don't wash your hands. Immediately what you will do, you'll rub your eyes. So when you're rubbing, immediately you will become red. Immediately after some, if you continue rub for 5 to 10 minutes, 10 times like that, what will happen? Immediately I become red. Okay, that is very bad. So don't rub your eyes. Now, next point, do not use handkerchief and towels used by the persons suffering with eye infections like conjunctivitis, etc. See, many of the people, what they'll do, see, during the fevers, what happens, they'll get the eye conjunctivitis. Their eyes will become red and they will getting some pus from the eyes. So they have, when the person is having an eye conjunctivity or any eye infection, so they have to not use any handkerchief of that person or towel the person which he is using should be not used. So be careful, children, don't use that. Coming to the next last point. Consult an eye specialist doctor if irritation, redness, watering, and burning sensation of eyes persist, or while reading if you are not able to see the letters clearly and properly. Yes, what you have to do, children, consult an eye specialist when you are getting irritation of the eye, when you are getting redness of the eye, when you are getting water from the eye, when you are getting burning sensation of the eye. So immediately or while reading, so if you see some children, no, if they read, immediately they'll be, eyes will be watering, some redness will come. Why? Because if you are not able to see the letters clearly or properly, immediately you have to consult ophthalmologist. Whom you have to consult, children? Ophthalmologist. And I said no, I will teach you the eye exercise also, how to do the eye exercise. Yes, I will teach you. Now here, see, see the straight any object. Put any object. Listen to me, children. Suppose you see here carrot. Okay, keep in front of any carrot or anything. See at least for 10 seconds the same object. Okay, and put the same carrot to your right side. Okay, see at least. See, you should not move your head. Only move only the carrot and put it to your right side. Your eyes only should move, not the head or the neck. Okay, 10 seconds you see. Again, keep same object in the middle. Okay, you see for 10 seconds. Again, you keep the same object left side. Okay, keep the left side. And with the same, just you have to move only the eyeball, not your head, not your face, or not your neck. Only the eye should move to the object. Okay, if you do for 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, 10 seconds, at least 1 meter, 1 minute, morning and evening, you can have a very good eyesight. There will be no use to go, you will never get a chance to go to the ophthalmologist if you do this. And one more thing, what do you do when dust enters your eyes? What you have to do when the dust is entering? Don't rub your eye, just go and wash your eyes with the cold water. Okay, you must not look directly at the solar eclipse. Why? See, children, find out the reasons from your teacher. See, you will see the solar eclipse, lunar eclipse, eclipse no? Grahanam, you will say in Telugu. So, you should not watch the direct solar eclipse or lunar eclipse. Why? Because it affects the eye rays. Here, the eye is connected with the small nerves to the brain. If you see, no, children, you will, yeah, that with the power, you will get the radiation onto the eyes. So it will affect your eye. Now say and write, how can you help the people without sight? So if they are having, say and write, how can you help the people without sight? So what will help? See, if you think what help us to keep our eyes healthy, if you want to keep your eyes healthy, what you have to eat? Carrot. Yes, eat daily one carrot, papaya, spinach, and curry leaves. If you eat this, no children, your body will be your eyes will be more and more healthy. Okay, children, understood about these eyes? Okay, I have taught you the what are the precautions, isn't it, to protect our eyes? See, once again, read the lesson. See, children, they said no sarvendriyanam nayanam pradhanam. But what I say, no, every indriyanam is very important. Total body. So, such a body, God has given everything. Okay, such a body, how we have to protect with very careful. Don't jump here and there and get hurt, and don't trouble your body. Okay, so please take care of your body and keep it clean, and daily follow these precautions to take care of your eye. Okay, children, have you understood about the eyes? I hope you'll follow. In the next class, we'll learn about the more sense organs. Okay, and we'll enjoy the lesson. Okay, children. Bye. Take care.